my blood kids. He having issues with them because his culture, kids in his culture do things different, and he considered the kids being disrespectful because the culture is different how kids act there and here. So he just automatically thought the kids was being disrespectful to him because
You treat us like we're 8. I'm 16. I got straight A's. Let
And
me
you said
live.
I could use the car
Now
tonight.
they didn't do certain things like Nigerian kids did, right? So that was a lot of, and he thought I was taking up for the kids. No, I'm explaining to him, hey, certain things Nigerian kids do, American kids, they just do different. Just give them some grace or whatever, right? And at the same time, I would get on to our kids. But I was always in the middle of this situation, all right? So long story short, I would get pregnant throughout the years, but the enemy would take our children. I'm having prophetic dreams, and I'm not addicted to prophets. The Lord revealed to me on my own. So the babies are getting taken away. Any Nigerian woman or African woman know that Nigerian men or African men, they need a child. Okay, they need a child. And if they don't have a child, they get made fun of in their culture. So my husband is probably going through this situation, but my husband is giving me love and he's caring for me and stuff like that. And he's always loved me. And even some Nigerian people in his hometown would convince him to marry another woman. And my husband would kick them out the house and block them because of the disrespect that they placed on me. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, the Lord always promised me and my husband that we would have a child, but there was some hindrances. My husband was getting frustrated with it because he also know that I did tell him that I won't be able to have children because I got in a major car accident in 2005. And the doctor told me that I don't need to have no more children or whatever like that. So I did tell my husband before I married him, and he was like, everything is cool. He said, listen, I seen in a prophetic dream that we're going to have 3 children. So he was okay, right? Now that's how it gets. He's desperate. He's in Nigeria. He's going through. So he's willing to marry me anyways because I am American. You know what I'm saying? So I told him the truth and all of that. So he was being very patient and all of that. So then I guess as the years grew, he's getting more impatient. He's probably getting made fun of. A lot of people are in his ear, in his culture, in his hometown, his friends and stuff like that. So, but he's still strong for a lot of years. But in 2025, I realized that he started changing. He stopped wanting to do Sunday service. Slowly, he was trickling down from that. We stopped doing conferences is because of that they attacked my knees and legs or whatever. And so then he stopped slowly doing midnight prayer and stuff like that. And I love when my husband teach Sunday service. I love when he pray better than me. I love when he pray. And I was just like, well, maybe he's just tired because he do work a lot. He works a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, I don't know what's going on. And then I was just like, what about dream interpretations or whatever? He hardly wants to do dream interpretations. And in Nigeria, he do have a daughter. Now, we don't know if that's his real daughter. You know what I'm saying? Because we haven't did a blood test or whatever. So I was also having issues with her because she was disrespecting me. And my husband, the way it was going was like he was giving her so much attention and was dismissing me. They would talk about me in their chat. And I was just like, they having conversations about me. And I was just like, I don't even know who this girl is. Like, I don't even know if this is our real daughter or not, So it was a lot of things I was getting uncomfortable with. And Lord began to reveal to me about her side of the family. I had a prophetic dream about her side of the family, what they were trying to do against me and my husband. You know what I'm saying? And so I would reveal this to him. or whatever, but he wouldn't he started making me feel like I was delusional, everybody. I don't know if my daughter's trying to call. She's trying to call me. I guess she's trying to stop me. But anyway, he would start trying to make me feel delusional when I'm seeing that side of the family is doing witchcraft against us and my kids. I started revealing this to me. He started getting upset. I seen a lot of family members doing witchcraft and trying to steal money from us. And he would have a hard time believing it. I would have prophetic dreams not to go to Nigeria because of danger. But he would not listen to me. He would not listen to me. And even the prophet friend of mine, the Lord told him to go to the hometown and do prayers because they're trying to unalive him. Now I'm so glad that prophetess Grant, I don't know this lady, but she even prophesied that it was a demonic attack against my husband. She prophesied that. And she said it's not necessarily Monique, but she's seeing an attack and they're trying to make him do something. And they're also trying to unalive my husband. They really are. My husband, he went to Nigeria in 2025 into 2026 January. My husband came back home totally different. He didn't want to talk to me. He didn't want to touch me. I told him that my legs feel better. Let's do conferences. He said, my mind irate. I don't want to do it. Then he began to tell me that he want to marry another woman while still married to me. And that he want to have sex with another woman while still married to me to make babies. I'm a Black American. I don't do that type of disrespect. Okay. I don't do that type of disrespect. Okay. I'm not saying all African women can put up with that or do that, but Monique, no, I'm not in a polygamous marriage with nobody. Now, long story short, when he said that hurt me. That hurt me so much. And I actually was like, well, maybe he said it just because he just was mad. So long story short, I told him I forgive you. And he said, I didn't ask you to forgive me. I didn't ask you to forgive me. He said, you should have been begging me to sleep with another woman to have a child. I said, say what? This is not my husband. This man that y'all see on social media right now, I cannot recognize him. They have demonically attacked my husband. They have transferred his mind to a demon. I don't even know who he is. I need your prayers. I'm desperate. I know this probably gonna go everywhere, but my husband is getting attacked spiritually. My real husband is a sweetheart. He's a kind man, but they're gonna convince this man to marry another woman, to disrespect me, to make that's what they're trying to do. And they're going to try to unalive this man. Now, I wish that prophetess would have made a video. I don't know if she did or not, but you can see it in the community feed where somebody posted it. Everything that the Lord revealed to her is true. They have attacked this man so bad that I cannot recognize him. My husband really, truly, truly loves the Lord. He loves me. He loves our kids. But this man and also he left because I told him to leave. I said, I'm not putting up with that type of conversation. Leave. I told him to leave 3 times. Leave. Okay. I said, when you come back and be the husband that you used to be, you can come back up in here. Okay. I stood up and I was walking to him and he was acting like he was afraid of me. He was walking around the couch and I wanted to hug him and be like, babe, who are you? This man had the nerve to call the police. He called the police, everybody, and made them feel like that I had him in danger, everybody. So he came back with the police and they was like, ma'am, calm down. I'm over here chilling on the couch. Ma'am, calm down. Everything's going to be all right. I was like, what are you talking about? Well, he said that, you was a little upset. I'm like, I wouldn't even go here. I don't even believe in abuse. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably another thing that they convinced him to do, because a lot of Nigerian men do that. What they do, they'll call the police on you to paint you out to be crazy so that it won't be a citizenship green card situation. So women, be very careful with that. But long story short, he packed up his stuff. He left. This dude got a whole new apartment. Left me. I don't even have a job, y'all. I do not have a job. He left me with all the bills. We have a mortgage, car payments. He left. And I know he got another apartment because I seen that he bought a couch at this new apartment, everybody. And I know that I'm putting a lot of my business out there. But I'm keeping it real, everybody. I told my husband that I know that this is a witchcraft attack. My husband looks at me like I'm crazy. He thinks I'm going crazy. He called my parents telling me all she's saying is witchcraft, witchcraft, witchcraft. This is a demonic attack, everybody. I'm asking for your prayers. My husband, my real husband, my husband really truly loves the Lord, and he truly loves me, but they have turned this man into somebody that I cannot recognize. A lot of women have been through this, but I never expect for me to go through this. My husband, before we go to Nigeria, we usually fast for 2 weeks before we go to Nigeria because we know the witchcraft attack. This time he didn't do it, and the Lord told me not to go because of danger. In a dream, I was in Nigeria, and I was looking for my husband, but I cannot find him. And I told my husband, I said, babe, you should not go to Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? And he said, well, I already bought the ticket. Let me go ahead and go. My husband went down there. Musk was just having fun, didn't have no prayer life, and they attacked him spiritually. And he came back worse. He acts like a robot. When you have a conversations with him, he acts different. I can't even recognize him. Even our kids are concerned. They're like, what is going on? Other family members that haven't lived around my husband don't really know his personality. But everybody, I'm just letting you know here. I don't even know if this account is going to be deleted. I don't know if the Facebook account is going to be deleted. I don't even know. But I told my husband, I said, I don't know who he is, but I will never turn my back on God. I feel like I'm going through a Job experience. I did a live video and I was telling everybody that I was kind of trying to let people know that my heart is broke. Like my heart is really breaking in pieces. My heart is breaking because I love this man. My heart breaking in pieces. My whole world has fallen apart. But I will never turn my back on God. I will never turn my back on God. I don't care what I go through. I don't care if I lose everything. And I'm expected to lose this house. I cannot pay the mortgage. I can't pay the phone, my own phone bill. I can't pay the car note because he made all the money and he have all the accounts in his name, everybody. All the accounts, YouTube, Facebook, all the accounts is in his name. Okay. But my kids got my back, but I don't like putting burden on my kids. Okay. But not to tell you this to make you feel sorry for me. It's just, I'm just letting you know, I don't know how long I'm gonna be on this YouTube. I can link maybe I can link a YouTube or whatever, so that I can keep doing ministry, because the Lord told me don't stop doing ministry. The Lord told me that he's just possessed right now by the devil. They put a spirit in him, that I should have grace on him. I forgive my husband. I forgive him.